there, Informed Beauties, your girl Euniycemari here, and so today I'm going to share with you guys how I make my Shea Moisture bars last a little bit longer and just how I get more of a use out of them versus just using them like this in the shower, which can be a little bit harder to use because they're so big on the body. I drop them a lot and all that stuff, so I'm going to share with you guys how I do that, as well as if you are new to my channel, hello, my name is Euniycemari, and my channel is all about informative beauty from skincare, hair care, makeup, DIYs, all that fun stuff. If you're not subscribed to my channel, go ahead and click that subscribe button. And if you like what I do, make sure you give me a thumbs up and share me with the world, okay? So we're gonna jump into this tutorial. I'm gonna share with you guys how I make these bad boys last a little bit longer. These are the Shea Moisture bars. So the first one that I have here is the African Black Soap, one of my favorites. You guys heard about me talk about this all the time. And then I have the African Raw Shea Butter bar here that I also use regularly, that I got in one of the last Shea Ambassador boxes. So let's go ahead, you guys, and let's jump right on into this tutorial. Okay, you guys, so first let's go over what you're going to need for this little DIY, or how to make your bars last longer. You're of course going to need your bars of soaps, and you're going to make sure that you're going to need your bar of soap. Okay, you're next going to need something to cut it with, so I'm going to use just a regular old knife. Be very careful, okay? And the thing about using a regular knife too is that you can wash it off and it'll be fine. Something to store it in, either a plastic bag like this, or I'm going to do them actually in jars, like so. And then of course you want to have a setup to where you can actually cut them on. So you want to make sure you have a paper of some sort that you can cut the pieces of soap on. So first we're going to start with the raw shea butter. As you guys can obviously see, I've already cut into it quite a bit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually remove the wrapper, because I have a really cool idea that I actually want to do with the wrapper. I want to actually kind of use it for the jar, and I'm going to show you guys that later too. So I'm going to actually save like this part of it. Like I'll just like, let's see. I'll save it for later. I'm going to show you guys exactly what I'm going to do with the label. It's going to be pretty cool. So what I do is that I cut my bars into squares, okay? Because it just, to me, they just last a lot longer. And these bars are super thick. Like, look how thick these bars are. Okay? Like, they're super thick. So I'm just going to go ahead and I'm just going to cut them how I want them. And these are really hard to cut, so be very careful when you are doing this. Make sure you don't cut yourself, because you guys, this can get really dangerous. But so I'm just gonna try to cut these, and these bars are so hard to cut. I wonder if there's like a soap cutter. I think I would invest in a soap cutter, like a knife or something. But you just cut into them, and then it's gonna break like right apart. So if you can see, it broke right apart. And then I will take one piece, and you can cut this. I mean, you can make your squares as thick or as thin as you want. I would say thicker the better, because you don't have to do too much work. So like, that's a good enough two-piecer for me. Okay, I'm gonna put that to the side. Okay, so now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pieces of the bar, and I'm just going to take them and I'm going to place it inside of a jar. And you can do this in a plastic bag. Like I said, you can do it in a plastic baggie. I just think a jar makes it look a little bit better, and these may be a little bit too big for the jar. So we may need to go through. I don't want to cut them smaller though, because I feel like they'll be too small. But okay, so we're just gonna put 3 of those in the jar, and then I'll just show you guys how it looks. This is like one. This is in the jar this way, and then we'll put the rest of it in the bag, just so you guys can see multiple ways, I guess, that you can store these. And plus, they don't fit in the other one. And then you can just also store them in a plastic bag, like so. Okay. So next, we're going to move on to my African black soap. I use African black soap more for my face, so I can do it in smaller pieces versus the actual raw shea butter bar, because that's for my body. So let's take off the wrapper. And also too, if I cut it into smaller pieces, then it will fit more into the jar. So we're going to try to aim to cut for smaller pieces this round. Guys, so this is all of the raw shea butter bar, or the African black shea butter bar, all cut up. I cut them into 3 pieces versus the 2 pieces that I did over there with the raw shea butter bar. Like I said, those are more for my body, so I would want bigger pieces. This is more so for my face. I do use African black soap for my body every now and then, depending on, you know, what I feel my skin needs. But this majority of the time is for my face, so I do cut them up into smaller pieces. Therefore, they're just a little bit easier to work with. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and put these in the jar, and let's see. Hopefully all of these fit in here. I think we're going to run into the same problem of them all not fitting into the jar, but it's okay. I'll put the rest of it in the bag. Okay, so that's the African black soap, all in the lovely jar. Looks like that. Okay, so I'm going to put the rest of whatever is left in here in the bag. And this is just another way as well, like I said, that you can store them. You can just place them in a plastic baggie, like so. Alright, so now that I have my containers, I want to do something really fun with the labels. So like for the raw shea butter label, I just wanted to actually, you don't really need scissors. Just, you can tear it. Perfect. So you can tear it off like something like this, and then what I want to do is I just want to take it. If you want to be more neat, then you can like, you know, do it like that, but I really just want to take it and like tape it onto here. Isn't that pretty cool? I think that's pretty cool. So let me make this a little bit more nice and neat. Hold on. This label. Okay. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take a piece of tape. Alright, and then I'm just going to tape it on there. Like this. And then it's also a cool way of labeling too, you guys, because then you know what's in here and it's no surprise. Isn't that pretty cool? I like that. Okay, and we're gonna do the same thing with the African black soap. This label is a little crooked, but it's okay. It's only for me, so that's alright if it's a little crooked. I guess my main thing is like as long as I know what's in it, you know what I mean? So it's another cool way to label as well. When it comes to you doing your DIY project or cutting them up, you just know what's in. Okay, so this is what the final product looks like. It's just a very cool way for you to not only extend the life of your bar of soap, but also just a cute way to store it. And I also think that Shea Moisture should actually come out with something like this. I think like soap squares or something like that will be really cool to have, and it's just another idea, and it's a great DIY for me to show you guys. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to rate, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff, and I will see you guys in a later video. Bye.